Hello. Today we're going to talk about self-discipline and what is self-discipline, why people lack self-discipline, what are the benefits, what are how you can actually build it, and what does that look like in your day-to-day life. So for a bit of context, I've been on a journey. For a bit of a personal anecdote, I guess. I've been on a little bit of a journey over the past 4 to 5 years of building myself from the ground up. I used to play 16 hours of video games a day, literally every single day. I didn't care what happened. I was extremely selfish. I had no discipline. And so the point of self-discipline is to control your own impulses, your emotions, and distractions in your life to create like an ability to stay consistent, I guess. In my life, that's basically what it's been since the start. It's basically just delaying gratification and keeping promises to yourself and taking action even when it feels uncomfortable. So what does that look like? So let me just write it down for you so that way it makes more sense, right? That's why I fucking use the whiteboard in the first place. Otherwise, there's no point. So, what is self-discipline? So, what is it? What is it? So, number one, it's control over your own impulses. So, you can control yourself better. You can understand what needs to be done, what can be done, and you can control your impulses. My writing might be a bit shit on the whiteboard, but I'll get better over time. Emotions, so that way you understand your emotions, so that way you can take actions instead of just feel like you say like, oh, I feel like doing this, and then just go do it. Instead of doing that, what you say is, what must be done today? What must be done right now? And instead of being emotional about it, understand your emotions and then just go do it. That way you can take control of your life and control of your decisions and your outcomes. And it allows you to take control also of your distractions. Because the problem is, in today's modern society, there's so many distractions. Entertainment, fucking scrolling, YouTube, whatever it may be, movies, video games. If you can take control of these three things, you can decide exactly what it is you want to do in your life. The number one thing why you lack discipline. Why do you lack discipline? It's exactly what I just said. You've got comfort. This is the number one enemy. This is fucking not good, bro. All right? It's all the stuff in your house. Everything that makes you feel like, oh, I feel great. Like if you have a very comfortable blanket and you want to stay in bed and you wake up and you're like, oh, but it's so cozy and it's so warm and so nice. And you want to stay there, right? That's what comfort is. Comfort is doing the same thing over and over again without wanting to change. You don't want to change when you're comfortable. And so the whole point of finding comfort is to be able to change much better, much more drastically, so that you can become what you want to become. So comfort is number one. Number two would be clarity. So clarity on your goals. Making sure that you have specific things that you can see in your life that you want. It's like, okay, I want to make this amount of money. I want to have this kind of lifestyle. I want to have this type of car. I want to have all of that by the age of 35. And how am I going to get there? Well, I need to make a plan. So clarity comes from planning. Not necessarily having a plan, but the act of planning itself. So you need to have clarity over your goals. Right? And I hope you can read this. All right? Let me just check if you can read this on the bottom. Yeah, that's fine. All right. So next up, why do you lack self-discipline? Another thing is, I've written down everything here so I don't fucking forget. Because the point is to give you guys help on understanding exactly what's happening. So I've structured the video just to make sure I not jot down every single point. So another thing would be instant gratification. So I'm just going to put gratification. Gratification. Instant. And what does that look like? Well, it's like when you're on your phone and you scroll, boom, dopamine hit, dopamine hit, dopamine hit, dopamine hit, dopamine. That's instant gratification. Or like when you're hungry, oh, you go to the fridge, food, boom, you eat the food. That's instant gratification. But when you actually have to go out and you hunt the food, then delayed gratification. Very important. Another thing is completely tied to emotions, right? Emotions, how do you tie those emotions to your decision making? The whole problem with being emotional is you take decisions based on emotion. So emotional, and I'm going to have to erase everything, emotional decision making. Emotional decisions. Emotional decisions. Now, why is having emotional decisions shit? The problem with having emotional decisions is you never do what it is you want to do. You never go out there. We, as a human being, are able to go further in terms of planning and pinpoint, like in like months, years, decades into the future, create a plan of something we want to obtain and deliver on that plan over a consistent period of time and actually achieve that. If you have a lifelong goal, it's going to take you 50 years, if not more, in order to achieve it, then in that case, you can't take emotional decisions, or else it's going to not allow you to achieve that said goal. And so the whole problem with emotional decision making is that you can't actually do what you want to do. If you eat all the time when you feel hungry and you don't understand what is the food you're putting in your mouth, then you're always going to be fat. Because the food industry today is made on purpose to have high amounts of calories but low amounts of nutrients. So that's why you get fat very easily. So the whole point of why is why? No structure. You don't have structure. And this is what discipline is going to help you put together. Discipline helps you have a structure in your day-to-day life. It allows you, I've written down the benefits here so I don't fuck it up. All right, so the list of benefits. Boom, benefits. And I'm going to write in a different color just for you guys to understand. Benefits. All right, so benefit number one is you gain more confidence. You become more like, you have that self-esteem that goes up when you have discipline and you do the same things over and over again. I'll give you a list of how to build discipline right after this. But the whole point is, what are the benefits of discipline in your day-to-day life? So I've written down a few here. So like it would be like more confidence, more self-confidence, more money or opportunities, better health. So like for instance, when you want to become more healthy, you need to have discipline to eat good food, high quality, organic, nice food, nutrient dense food in like over a long period of time. And you need to cut out, you need to have the discipline to cut out all of the garbage food, all the processed garbage, the Cheetos, the chips, the fucking candy, all of it, the burgers, everything. You need to become self-disciplined in eating and going to the gym every day and training, so that way you can actually build muscle and you can actually get a six-pack. That's what I'm talking about. So the benefits would be confidence, number one. So self-confidence, you feel like you can do more because you're basically creating this system that allows you to do more things without thinking about it. So you have confidence because you get more stuff done. Now, another thing would be if you have discipline in your business. or if you're a freelancer or an entrepreneur, or if you have a side hustle, then in that case, having the discipline to work on that every single day, like for instance, a good example would be, I'm creating videos for you guys right now, and I'm putting out like at least one video a day and one short a day to keep growing the channel. If I wasn't doing that, no money, no money in the future. Because the whole point of me creating this channel is to help you guys. So not only no money, but no opportunity, right? We never know. If I meet one of you guys one day, I create a group and everybody comes in the group, I might meet one of you guys today, like in the future, and we might like set some business up together, if you know what I mean. Because the whole point of this channel is to help people understand what the fuck is going on in your brain. So that way you can take decisions that benefit you in the long run. So money, opportunity, confidence. Another one would be creating mental toughness. If you go to the gym every single day, even if you don't feel like going to the gym, you're going to start developing mental toughness, which is basically an invisible muscle that you develop that allows you to do things that are fucking hard or complicated or annoying or pissing you off. The whole point of mental toughness is to help you go do those things, even if it feels like shit, that you can still get it done. And all of this comes in the result of freedom. You can do what you want, you have access to more time, you have access to more, like, your home's cleaned, you don't have to fucking do anything, everything is structured, and everything allows you to do more things that you actually want to do. It allows you also to get, don't have any more space, so I'll just put it here. Fuck it. So another thing would be respect from others. People respect others that have self-discipline. It's a fucking given, whatever. It's given. It's a given. If you have self-discipline and you do things on a day-to-day basis, I fucking guarantee you that the person that has a six-pack at the gym, you are going to respect him more by the simple fact that he has a six-pack and he worked hard for it. Another thing is more like easier way to become more productive. Higher productivity. You become more productive when you're self-disciplined. You can take full control of your time. This is extremely important if you want to become a business owner or an entrepreneur and you want to have more money and grow your business. You need self-discipline to work every single day and to schedule out your day and to stick to the fucking schedule, or else no money. We already said this, no money otherwise. And the other one would be self-trust. The more you get things done, the more you feel like, I've done all of this, so obviously I must be extremely competent, right? And you don't even need to ask that question anymore because you already think like it. This is the whole point. So take a mental screenshot of everything we're talking about here. If you want to pause the video, by the way, and go back through it and make sure that you either take notes or you take some screenshots, or regardless, I want you to actually take some time to write down everything that I'm talking about that can benefit you. What are you missing? What are the things you aren't focusing on? What are the things you can take action on? He said, I should stop instant gratification. I should stop scrolling. In that case, how do I stop scrolling? Okay, well, maybe I should put my phone in another room when I'm working, or something like that. Another thing now that we're going to talk about is how to build. How to build discipline. How to build it. How do we build self-discipline? Very simply. Number one, consistency. Tell you a little bit of what I've done. So, something I didn't want to do is clean my apartment, but I want to have the clean apartment. So, what did I decide to do? Well, I created a checklist. And this is written like shit, but who cares? I created a checklist and I was like, okay, what are the things I need to create in my apartment for it to be clean? What things do I need to do? Okay, well, number one, take out the trash. Take trash out. All right, take trash out. Boom. Okay, then we need to vacuum. All right, cool. I don't fucking know how to spell vacuum. Who cares? Put two C's. I think that's how. I've never fucking spelled that word in my entire life. So, take out the trash. Vacuum. Mop the floor. Mop floor. Boom. Mop floor. Then we need to clean bathroom. It may be same thing. We need to vacuum, mop floor, clean bathroom, blah, blah, blah. Then we need to do the dishes. Dishes. And these are the things like, some things you do once a week and some things you do once a day. And so I separated with I've got like one checklist, which is daily things that I need to do, and one checklist that are weekly things that I need to do. So dishes, another thing, what would it be like? Like rearrange your closet. Closet organized. Organized. Fuck. I don't know how to spell. Alright, so take the trash out, vacuum, mop the floor, clean bathroom, dishes, closet organized. What else? It would be like iron your shirts. If you have any shirts, iron shirts. If you have leather shoes, wax shoes. It would be, what the fuck else is there? I think that's it. Maybe laundry. Oh yeah, I remember the other one. So laundry, clean the sheets at least once a week. So like all of your sheets on your bed, chuck them in the fucking washing machine, boom, done. And then chuck all of that on a checklist. You need one weekly checklist, one daily checklist, and you do it consistently no matter what. I think that's all. I don't know if I've forgotten anything. So wait, let me go through the stuff. So vacuum, clean bathroom, closet organized, iron shirts, wax shoes, laundry, clean sheets, mop floor, and then I guess that's it. Maybe, I guess part of like cleaning bathroom would be like putting all the products in the bathroom, like in terms of like in the toilet, in the cleaning out everything, making sure every surface is like clean. Use like a duster to dust the places that are fucking shitty and dusty and whatever. So it would be something like this. In this case, you create consistency by applying yourself on a day-to-day basis or on a weekly basis. And in this case, at least once per week, you do all of this, right? So this is once per week. And so every single day, I look at my stuff, and on the whiteboard I might say like, Sunday we're doing all of this. Every Sunday, all right? In that case, this builds consistency. And the whole point is before the end of Sunday, you need to have all of that done, all right? So that's what I'm talking about when I say you need to put together a checklist. It needs to be consistent, and you need to be consistently applying yourself. So I think that's pretty much it about like how do you build discipline. It's a basic example. Another example would be going to the gym consistently, right? Or building muscle consistently in the gym, right? So like for instance, if I were to give you the example of going to the gym, which I hope most of you go to the gym. If you're not, you're a fucking lazy fuck. So go gym. Go gym. All right. So what do you want to do at the gym? All right. Well, Target number 1, build muscle. Build muscle, and if the goal is 6-pack, then how the fuck do you get a 6-pack? Well, very simply, you need a list of things, which you are going to create a very simple checklist, which you can do on a piece of paper, on a whiteboard, I don't care. You need to do a checklist, so that way you have clarity over what the fuck you're doing. And we are going to be almost done with the timer, so that's fine. And so what you want to do is create a checklist. Okay, so what do we need to do? Okay, well, number 1, we need to have enough rest. So you need to be sleeping at least 8 to 9 hours per day. That's number 1. Number 2, you need to eat enough food. You need to eat enough food for energy, so that you can keep going hard in the gym, and protein, so you can build muscle. Very simple, right? So these are the most things. Last thing is training daily, either to failure or not. Because if you're training daily to failure, you might not be able to train every day. So the whole point is you either train every single day at least 30 minutes or 1 hour. 30 minutes to an hour every single day is the bare minimum. If you want to go a different route, you could do 3 days out of 7 of the week and do 2 hours or more. 2 hours or more. So those are the 2 different types of workouts that I would recommend. Otherwise, what you can do is you can go 7 days a week and train to failure, but instead you do one muscle group differently every single day. So it would be Monday, chest day. So Monday, chest day, then you would do Tuesday, leg day, then you would do shoulders, then you would do arms, then you would do back, then you would do, and then you would do rotate. You would rotate this. Basically, that's what I'm talking about. So if you want to build muscle and you want to get a 6-pack, then very simple checklist, very retarded checklist. You need to be sleeping 8 to 9 hours a day. You need to eat enough food to have enough energy and protein. So that would be carbs, mostly. So that would be like rice, pasta, bread, all those fucking carbs that you can find outside. And then protein would be ideally 100 to 200 grams per day. All right. So if you want to get a 6-pack, you need to eat a high amount of protein, and you need to have enough energy so that you can train daily for at least 30 minutes to an hour, or do that. And in that case, you've built yourself a routine that you can do on a daily basis. Right? Daily basis. Boom. That is self-discipline. That is what I'm talking about. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video explaining to you guys what is self-discipline and how the fuck can you do it. Because I understand that some of you don't necessarily, you kind of know what self-discipline is, but you haven't really thought about what it actually, how to define it is one of the most important things. So the key message that I want you guys to walk away with today is instead of saying, do I feel like it? that's going to be a no-go. Instead of saying that, what you are going to want to say is, what must be done? There you go. That's the basics of discipline. If you want to be disciplined with something, you always need to ask yourself, go through all of the steps, go through the entire video again if you want. Make sure you follow this as much as possible. Instead of asking yourself, do I feel like it? Which I get people that say this all the time. Oh, I really feel like a donut right now. Oh, I really feel like going for a walk right now. Oh, I really feel like... You're not a fucking feeling machine, all right? The whole point of feelings is to tell you, hey, I would like to do this. And then you decide if you take action upon those feelings or not. Feelings are just a message to your brain. It's like, hey, hello, message, all right? It's a signal. So the whole point is not to go with this all the time, but instead, like when you feel hungry, it doesn't mean you have to eat, all right? Understand that. If you feel thirsty, it doesn't mean you have to drink. It probably is a good indicator that you're going to have to drink very soon, but doesn't mean you have to drink right now. And it doesn't mean you have to drink anything other than water, all right? And instead you need to ask yourself, what must be done? This is the most important phrase ever in self-discipline, all right? That's the whole point. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this quick video on self-discipline, and it can help you guys do better, because the whole point of self-discipline is to create a lifestyle that you actually want to live. Create a life you want to live is the most important thing everybody can do. Literally everybody can do. Everybody can sit down and create a checklist and take action on it. Everybody can do it. I've done it, so that means you can do it too. Like, I'm not special, all right? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any different topic ideas or like specific things that you would like me to talk about on a day-to-day basis, like self-discipline, or it may be like another concept, I can talk to you about the gym. I can talk to you about like my personal experiences. I can literally talk to you about how to become good in social interaction. I guess that's what I'm like focusing on the most right now, how to become good at business. I'm not really going to focus too much on business though. What I would like to do is talk more about specifically how to become a better human in all the different realms as much as possible from my own personal understanding and experience. So that way you can benefit from that as well. So if you have any specific topics that you would like me to talk about, feel free to recommend those in the comments. I appreciate every single one of you guys watching until the end of the video. As usual, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.